They're used to us being there. They're used to, us providing them with all of these services. They know that there is a consistent meal on or near Fountain Square every Sunday from 12 to 2.
Now at 7, there's a debate over where and when a local organization can serve the homeless. It's a story we first brought you on WCPO.com. Maslow's Army has provided food and drinks, among other services, on or near Fountain Square for 66 consecutive Sundays. The group, 3CDC, emailed Maslow's Army saying it was unable to approve their permits due to programming scheduled on Fountain Square from Memorial Day until Labor Day. 3CDC tells us they have been trying to work with Maslow's Army, but co-founder Susan Landis tells us what the group needs is a permanent location. And joining me now is Lucy May, the author of the article. And to me, Lucy, it seems like really this is a logistics matter. That's the big issue.
Yes, logistics are very important in this whole thing. It's not only just the convenience of being able to set up in the same place all the time or having a long-term location. The folks behind Maslow's Army say they're dealing with a very vulnerable population. These are people experiencing homelessness or who might have a home, but they're in poverty. They don't have a big email list or a big text list where they can just let everybody know, hey, we're in a different spot from week to week. They want to be able to tell people they're in a long-term location so that the very vulnerable people they're serving each week will know where to find them.
So this is where you can come to us for help. So
right.
It's not that they're necessarily married to the Fountain Square location. They want to be married to a location.
Yes, that's what they said. They've been serving at Fountain Square, and what they do, they distribute free pizza and drinks. It's lunch on Sundays. They also have free haircuts. They have clothes that they give away, hygiene products, clean, new socks and underwear, all kinds of really necessities that people need. And they've been doing this at Fountain Square for 66 weeks. So they feel like they're known for being at Fountain Square, but they're fine going someplace else as long as it's a spot where they can be there long term, and as long as it's a spot that's affordable. Fountain Square, the permit for them has been about $100 every week, which is a lot for a very small nonprofit like this organization. That just adds to their cost of buying the pizza and getting all the stuff they need to serve the people that they're serving. Some of the other locations that are out there, Washington Park is $250 a week. So that's a big increase for a small group like this. So they need to make sure it's someplace where they can be long term and where they can afford to be.
How many people are they serving roughly a year?
Well, they've been doing this for 66 weeks, so a little more than a year, and they estimate they've served more than 100,000 meals in that time.
Wow, so this is not an insignificant number of people, and these are people who live in our community.
That's exactly right.
Okay, so timeline. What are we looking at? What are we going to know and when, and what is Maslow's Army facing?
Well, that's a big question mark right now. Right now, they say their last official permit for being on Fountain Square is May 13th. So they're desperately trying to figure out what they're going to do after that. The Cincinnati police offered them a spot on the sidewalk at Court and Main Streets across from the Hamilton County Courthouse for May 20th. But they're a little bit worried, number one, about going that far away from Fountain Square, and number two, about being there if that's not where they're going to be from now on. So it's unclear whether that's where they'll be May 20th, but we know at least they've got a couple more weeks where they feel like they can do their thing on Fountain Square, and they're working with members of City Council and other folks to try to get things resolved.
Lucy May, thank you for the information, and we have to stay tuned on this one. If you'd like to learn more, all you have to do is read the article on WCPO.com.